You know, you would think that after the disaster that was the Marvels that launched back in November, that Marvel might wait a little while before the next girl boss cringe team up movie.
Oh, you might want to trip in. Huh?
That was not the case, but this time it's not Disney Marvel, it's Sony Marvel, and it comes in the form of Madam Web. Just a few days after the Marvels, officially became the biggest flop in the history of the MCU at that pathetic opening weekend, they decided it was good timing to drop this, the Madam Web trailer that got ratioed to hell, over 200,000 dislikes to just over 100,000 likes, because of the cringe dialogue, because of how the outfits look, because of virtually everything about the movie, the acting. And people thought, well, here we go again. But then it just continued to get worse. We found out that almost the entire movie needed to be rewritten and reshot in parts because they had planned on Andrew Garfield being the center of this Sony Spider-Man universe that doesn't have a Spider-Man in it. And then they changed things to Tom Holland. So this kind of period piece that they were doing didn't make sense based on the dates.
Let's try that again.
Just a complete and total nightmare. But Jay, now that this movie is less than a month away from release, we're finally getting some projections for the opening weekend. And spoiler alert, doesn't look that good. Madam Web projected $25 to $35 million opening weekend. To put that in perspective, Morbius was a $39 million opening weekend.
It's Morbin time.
These are the same writers that Morbius. This is in the same universe that Morbius takes place.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
And right now it's tracking significantly behind Morbius.
Good Lord.
Which I think ended up, making $160 million worldwide when it was all said and done. Now, to be fair to these Sony movies, they're way cheaper than the Disney movies are. The Disney Marvel movies, $300 million for the Marvels. Madam Web's probably an $80 million movie.
I don't understand what's happening.
Even if it only does make $150 million, it's not losing nearly as much money as some of these fucking dog shit movies they're putting out at Disney. But still, that is rough, dude. There's just no interest in this thing at all.
What they're trying to do, I think, with the teaser trailer, which I hated. I hated the song they played in that teaser trailer. Freaking annoying. It seems like they were trying to find, I don't know what, a teenager audience. And the sad reality is, if we're dealing with with a generation that doesn't really have too much interest in other these type of side stories from a Spider-Man universe.
Go Web!
So the trailer looked terrible, but it just looked like they were trying to grab a younger audience that really has no interest in these type of films at all.
Fly!
Because obviously they weren't trying to cater to any comic book people, because this ain't the Madam Web I remember, to be honest with you. But
Go Web, go!
Imagine my shock that it's not going to do well in the box office.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a CW show, right?
Yeah.
That's how the trailer felt. It felt like a cringe CW show, brought to the big screen. And, it certainly doesn't help that the director said, yeah, even though we're supposed to be in the Sony Spider-Man universe, it's actually its own standalone world that we're doing. Probably because they fucked everything up so bad that they had to do these forced reshoots because it was so fucked up. They decided to just disconnect it as much as possible. Everything that comes out about this, seems to get worse. Other than that one advertisement, the one positive thing they had was that advertisement where Dakota Johnson sounded like she wanted you to jerk off while you came to the movie theater. That was about the only thing that had some positive feedback. You didn't see that?
Man, they should have just put Sydney Sweeney in just let her walk around in the teaser trailer. I bet more people would go.
And let her look hot. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Madam,
some kind of beach scene, maybe that might have worked. But I had I think it was me and you that reviewed the trailer. I was like, man, the music was terrible.
What
Hated
do
it.
You want?
Yeah, that's what they kept saying over and over again. I was like, this is awful.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
Zero interest.
I'm trying to find this art, a new promo. Here it is. This is the one I'm talking about, Jay. Now, this is clearly, not meant for a different, translated for a different audience, but this is the only thing we've seen so far that's really gotten any sort of positive attention, especially from a male audience. Let me know if you can tell me why.
Tally ho.
So, while my character in the movie may be able to see the future, I also can. And I know what the future brings. I know that when you see Madam Web, you're going to love it. In fact, I think you're going to see it twice.
Oh! She didn't see that coming.
She went full, like, back into her 50 Shades of Grey era for this. Look at what she's doing with the mouth right here. Look at this.
I just remember Madam Web being like an old grandma that couldn't see, that sat on a web, and Spider-Man talking to her.
She's like, I can take my teeth out for you if you like that kind of thing.
Madam Web, you're going to love it. In fact, I think you're going to see it twice.
Ew, dude! What the fuck?
That's the only positivity they've gotten with that so
Missed
far.
it.
But yeah, put out one of those with Sydney Sweeney. It'll probably go over well.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
That's my guess.
You have any interest in this film whatsoever?
Laughing at it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Comes out Valentine's Day.
Does it really? Of all things?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe they're hoping that like women will make their boyfriends take them to it. I don't fucking know.
It's gonna come and go.